Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. Maybe a little strange for you, but I keep my word. I'm back at the Village Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Ah, thanks for keeping your promise, Isaac. I hope this isn't too much overwhelming for you, commitment for you, making you dive in head first and this. Whoa. Ah, man. Whew. Oh, come on, not like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to come back here and hang out or what, but you don't take us seriously and you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between manga and manga. Monica is Ultra. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Isaac. We'll make sure you're comfort first, okay? Shoots Natsuki a funny glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might even be interested in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't say I know either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So I'm not only interested in something... Oh shit, where's my phone? Sorry guys. Let me show my phone's charged. So, it feels right for me to do something if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean like that. If you don't really want to, then forget it. I just want to try to be part of this club, so even if I don't read it often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you want. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. You reached into our bag and pulled out a book. I didn't want to leave you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might enjoy. Short reads keep your attention even if you don't read it. We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how does this girl actually accidentally be so cute? I've got a book that I think I'll like. You just, me not reading much. Thank you. I'd definitely read this. Take the book. Thank you. Read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I'm settled in. I expect the Monica goes, just in case. You're very spaced, so I buried in a book. Yeah. I'm really curious to talk to you a little bit more. At the same time, I feel bad at distracting her from reading. We've already been through this. Crap. I think she noticed me. I want to make sure that I taste deeper in her breath. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm out of this. Not for any particular reason. Just because I'm close to cutting 2 copies of the same book. Well, when you stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy out 2 of them. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyways? Well, I look at the book cover of the book, and the book is titled Portrait of Marco. There's an ominous-looking eye on the symbol of the cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. The people trapped in the street that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse. They start to selectively bleeding people by cutting off their limbs and then asphyxiating them to... Oh, I might have even too much of a spoiler. No, you don't think. But anyway, I'm really into it. Jesus, dude. Talk about a baddie. The book, I mean. No, not the thing about the limbs. Yeah, sure. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. It turned dark out of nowhere. You're not a fan of this kind of thing, Isaac? About that, I mean, I can definitely enjoy those things, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside. Sometimes they're completely different. It's just that kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at a life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because you want it from people, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole body gets... Whoa! I forget to pay attention to people, so I'm sorry if I'm saying something strange. Please stop me if I'm talking too much. I don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. So the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? Yes. I mean, I don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I put in my bag. It's fine, I'll sit right here, right? Yeah, I was living in the next seat next to yours. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. It is reading company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the part. I don't understand what you're using or reading in company. So she can push over my head, on my shoulder. It's not a particularly bad thing, but maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's particularly looking over at her own book. I glance over. She looks really done and reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of my own body heat. Yeah, you sure do apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I didn't mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, take this. This should work, right? I stole my desk until it's against Yuri's, and then my book more. Those messages are messing me up. Freaking me out, dude. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm in a way, so I use my right hand to get the old book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds out to the side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same on the right side of the book. There's a way that I turn the page and Yuri slides it and thumb that way. I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb, and after it flips it to her side. But I'm holding it like this. We're even huddled closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. You ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I got a little distracted there for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'm able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. Continue reading. She no longer asked me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed she finished the page before so I can turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter then. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might sound silly, but main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all, but definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she said, I can guess the thing and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about it. Something else? Never mind. Didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why I came to my head. Yeah, are you feeling alright? Huh? Yeah, he's been a little fidgety ever since you started breathing. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Not breathing? You put your hand on her chest to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about, Isaac? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. You worried about her? No, not really. Just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing harming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start playing our poems with each other? Huh? Should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. Oh, is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left the book so I can put them back in my bag. Okay, things are getting weird with Yuri. So, Monica. They seem eager to read my poem. I'm not sure I'm putting effort. I'm a little worried about Yuri. Hi, Isaac. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the new club activities, then don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to things up. I must be better off going with feeling in this game more than any game I've ever felt. I feel so liminal space, dude. It's like, I get such a liminal space vibe in this game. It feels like there's nobody but us three. I almost said four because Cherry's gone. Us three in this classroom. And then there's an outside hallway and that's it. It doesn't feel like there's anyone else in this whole digital world besides us. Yeah, that's not true. That's true. I am like on my phone. Great job, Isaac. I was going all in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm sure, but why? But I didn't expect you to go far so something to beat. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when my friends wrap it. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know, where he likes kind of writing, right? Writing all that imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally just detached from reality. I don't mean to bring up that thing, a bad thing, you know. Sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. Spent so much time in her own head that she's probably a more interesting place for her. But that's just why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she hangs out. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really starve for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she'll end up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back! Did you miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our phones with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. I don't need to apologize. Still have plenty of time, so I'm glad you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. Suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Oh, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. He goes along at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my eyes burn, no longer can see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on these flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks in my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform, that's what they call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for freeform. That's okay. It's the kind of thing style that gets used for popularity nowadays. With all the poems I've been putting emphasis on some timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure of how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been introducing my poems a bit. influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff because it gets kind of coming on strongly. Maybe if everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writes in today. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain just gets too fixated on a specific point. You try to make it perfect and you may not make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and fix it up, tidy it up later. Another way to think about this. If you keep penning the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark funnel of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Should I show my poem to next? Well, that's the key. It's from like you. It's a little blunt. Oh, excuse me. No, the guy said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Anyway, I need to show you mine. I thought they like it. You can fly, monkeys can lie, monkeys can race, house can seek, kids can run. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone else thinks I write about social stuff, so people won't take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like it when you read, but it hits hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you and great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the only nice thing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I meant to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect this from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to let humor in there in the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. As Jerry reads poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Oh, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Chris covers her mouth, but then covering up her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Jerry. Yeah? I guess you're right. Well, I guess you're nervous for. Takes a deep breath. So, what kind of experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors that you saw poetry before, really? Honestly, each compliment comes from you. It's actually my first time, really, huh? Stares at me blankly, I look at my poem again. This is the reason I was able to tell. Just that there's specific writing habits that it's usually typical of new writers. And I've seen that through myself. I kind of learned to pick them up. I usually think that most noticeable by recognizing new writers is that they try to make themselves very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form it two together. The result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once he finds a train of thought, it's as if the demeanor totally changes. He's stammering and gone, and he sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem, not just finding and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but with the practice and curling, you're trying new things. I hope they'll slip that. You probably give everyone fighting feedback. That can be a little probably biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if you're biting yourself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts behind it. Your smile is dreamily is a rare opportunity for her. It's just kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I can't read that. I'm sorry, but I have terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't got it at all. It looks like something I'm going to read. No, it didn't. Well, I don't read script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, I was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to share something a little more in mind. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Jerry? Actually, that story isn't about a ghost, but at all, is it? Really? Must have missed the point. Well, I suppose you usually glance over it after all. Well, a poem makes them express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more so than telling a story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being written symbology compared to a ghost. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort and able to go over the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. Impressive, huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. In the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad to do my best for you, Isaac. Me too. Phew, I guess that's everyone. Let's go down the room. A little more stressful than I anticipated. Someone in the mediocre, mediocre writing abilities, and they're just being nice. Nobody show my poem. You can stand those.